Hello. Good to see you all. It's been a little bit. Hope everybody had a really great holiday and looking forward to a really awesome 2026. I hope it's going to go well. The world is on fire right now, I think. Crazy. There's so much to talk about. So much. And I've been seriously really wanting to talk about this Candace Owens stuff because it gets crazier literally every day. Like it's almost unbelievable, the kind of thing that's going on. I mean, it really is. Like, for a while you didn't realize that it wasn't going to stop. I know it has been a minute. I truly didn't think that she would just keep on and on and on with this. And so I don't know if everybody's watched it. I have a few little clips. There's way too much to go through all of it, but she has so many theories, so many outlandish things, and she actually doesn't show proof of anything. And that's the thing. All the people listening to her are actually acting like she is showing proof. They're saying that she is, and she's not. Just because she said she has it on good authority, because she has a really good source, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't actually show proof of anything. And I have an idea about what is actually happening. I don't know, obviously, if I'm right or not. I hope I'm not right, because it's really kind of scary, in my opinion. Yeah, I used to like her a lot. I seriously liked her a lot. I can't with what she's doing. And it goes all over the place. So it's everything. So who killed Charlie Kirk is Israel, Donald Trump. It is everybody at Turning Point. The military, I don't know. She has all these thoughts about tunnels under the ground at the university he was at, dreams that she has, something to do with bees. They're like, it's a lot. But in my opinion, what she's trying to do is, I think it's pretty clear, she's really trying to ruin Turning Point. She is. That can be, she's questioning their money, their finances, and there's been all kinds of crazy things said about their finances with and I mean, it all comes down to really dumb stuff. Like, somebody followed something to this address in Queen Creek, and it turns out that there's no business there called this, right? Well, the fact is, there's a UPS store there. A lot of places have post office boxes. That's not, you didn't uncover any major thing there. She's claiming they're not paying their taxes. They haven't been. There's all, she just claims all these things. She did this whole thing about these Egyptian planes following Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk around. What proof she showed was a spreadsheet that she created herself. And she put all these things in there by her own metric, actually. They never had to be at the same airport. They never had to, was in with like 3 days. It's really wild. Like, it's not true. The fact is, it's actually, everything gets debunked. This stuff is not even true. Her latest thing with this guy that contacted her that says he witnessed a meeting at Fort Huachuca the day before, and I guess 2 nights before Charlie was killed. This guy somehow walked into this high-level meeting and with all these generals, and he saw what he is certain was the head of Charlie's security, and also Erica Kirk he saw there. And so, a lot of people say, well, she's not actually blaming Erica for anything. Well, but she actually is. She actually is. She has insinuated the shit out of it to ridiculous. And exactly right. That's not going to happen. Besides the fact that we find out this guy is a complete liar. He has all kinds of crazy nonsense gone on in his life. Right. You don't just walk in on those. That's not a thing. That doesn't happen. Even if you can get on base, actually anybody can get on base. Really. She has insinuated it so bad. And there's something wrong with that. Whenever she is attacking his wife, she's attacking his company. Why would you want that company to go down? Why would you want that? And now you have Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson refusing to denounce anything that she says. They're at the same, at an event for Turning Point defending Candace, who has not been invited to any event with Turning Point for quite a long time. And the only thing I can imagine is they're involved with somebody who wants to ruin that company, because it is very dangerous to certain people. I've said it, I've felt it for a long time, that Trump would not have won without Charlie Kirk and Scott Presler. I believe those two were huge in the last election. They just were. They were very big. Scott Presler is just on his own. He was really big, very impressive, but he's on his own. Charlie has built a very good, a very strong company. And it's been very effective. And that scares a lot of people. The kind of people who, tried to kill Trump. Probably the kind of people who did kill Charlie. The thing is, okay, first of all, you can't get me to believe that kid is not the one who actually shot him, because his parents turned him in. Now, if that stuff wasn't true, there's no way his parents would not be on TV every single day telling you, my kid did not do this. There's no way the parents would continue to go along with this. I would say, my opinion is that he wasn't completely alone on it. I think that he was radicalized online by the same kind of people, again, with Matthew Crooks. That's my opinion. These people, they're useful idiots is what they are. All these protesters, all these people out here that don't even really know what they're fighting for, what they're arguing about, they're useful idiots. So do I think there was something more involved? Probably, yes. But the way she goes off on all this crap And again, blaming, Erica is just evil. It is. It's evil. The things she is saying and doing they're bad to me. It's cringy. Erica actually had asked her. She said at one point, the only two people that could get her to stop what she was doing would be her husband or Erica Kirk. Erica Kirk actually asked her to stop. Straight up said, stop. Please stop. And she said, she asked me to stop lying. Okay, yeah. No. First of all, yeah, you stopping would mean you stop lying. But you're not stopping. And it's just so frustrating. No, Ben, I 100% believe that too. I think that kid did do it. I do think there was way more involved. I do find it to be really weird, those text messages. I think those were really strange. Well, I think what she was trying to ruin Turning Point, because Turning Point is way too powerful. The people who wanted him gone because he was very, very effective. In 2024, more people, more college age males voted Republican than they have ever. And Charlie was a big part of that. I have been nervous that maybe it wouldn't do as well without him. And I still think that. I mean, he really was just very remarkable. And it really, I hate that. I really do. But I think so many chapters are opened around the country, around the world. And, the thing is, right now, instead of trying to take care of business, they're constantly trying to answer Candace and be on the defense about doing nothing. It's just really sad. And so she did say, I don't give a fuck about your midterms. I think that I don't know if someone's paying her to do this. I don't know. Tim Pool did say that he had proof that she had actually said before Charlie was killed that she hated him. And there were things going on between them, for sure. She wants to try to make it sound a lot different now. I don't believe that. I think that he wasn't trying to hassle with her, but she definitely had gone off into some weird ass place. It's not okay to attack her. It's not. And why is Megyn Kelly okay with that? Why is Tucker Carlson okay with it? I don't understand that. I truly don't. Like, something isn't right with that. So who all is trying to take down Turning Point? And why? Okay, let me just play this little thing. Oh my God, you guys, there is so much. She goes off in these tangents. It's insane. Like, she'll be talking about somebody and she's like, oh, and guess what? Yep. Turns out his uncle was in the military. So many people in the so what? I mean, it's just nuts. Like, a lot of people are in the military. lot of people have some kind of connection to somebody who was in the military, but she finds this to be so sketchy, you know, like it just is, it's batshit nuts. But what's really crazy to me, yeah, this, I just put together a few clips, and this part just, at the very end, I'm just like, no way, no way. She literally blows my mind. And I kind of laugh, but literally, I can't even stomach her. I really can't. Okay, turn on. You guys have no sound? Oh, you said she sounds drunk. Oh, okay. She does. She sound. You hear it, Frazzle? Wow, I wonder why. I don't know why you don't hear it. Okay. Okay, I'll play it from somewhere else. Wow, I wonder why. I heard it just fine. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, I'll be doing. Hmm. Okay, yeah, because I don't know why I am hearing it, but okay, yeah, the audio was turned off. I don't know why. Okay, sorry about that.
Who got Charlie Kirk? We don't have to actually speak conspiracies. I'm just wondering, because you said a lot there, but it really sounded like it was about Bibi trying to establish a narrative that we saw reinforced by a lot of people that, Charlie kind of made it almost sound like he died for Israel. I mean, Trump's account even tweeted out a photo of Charlie and an American flag and also an Israeli flag, a bit of AI used, like this is just who Charlie was. He says Judeo-Christian values. He spoke to him 2 weeks ago. Again, you would think he was busy.
You hear it now, right? You guys can hear it now. Okay, okay. Thank you.
Fighting this 97,000 front war, but no, he's letting you know that he just randomly picks up the phone and calls Charlie Kirk and invites him to Israel. These are contacting me, a lot of them, okay? And I am not liking what I am hearing from them about things that took place leading up to that Hamptons event, some changes at the organization in the months leading up to that event, and what had been happening more broadly at the company over the last year. Speaking of which, Bill Ackman, you may have caught that he responded to me about the Hamptons with a lot of words to really say nothing at all. And I want to be clear, I am not done. Okay. I'm coming for everybody. Charlie Kirk's death is lying through his teeth on PBD, the PBD podcast, to establish this narrative, which for some reason every major publication is now running with, that I haven't spoken to Charlie Kirk in years. That is all happening right now, not because I'm lying, but because we are choosing to stay focused on solving the murder of Charlie Kirk. And what we are uncovering is much darker than I think any of us could have possibly imagined. So welcome back to Candace. That the FBI is putting an absurd amount of pressure right now on the authorities in Utah and also the rest of the government in Utah to come out and to say that the Charlie Kirk case is closed.
Okay, that is 100% not true. That's not true. It is an ongoing case. The fact that she thinks that she keeps expecting somebody to answer to her is absolutely absurd. Nobody needs to answer to her about anything. She's not law enforcement. She's not anything. But seriously. And look at that face. Yep, she has it on good authority that they told them to close the case. Really? That is seriously oh my God. Oh, I cannot with her.
They want it over. They want Charlie's assassination to be officially ruled lone gunman. It was a lone gunman because I knew it. I knew it. I didn't know it, but I knew it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I know it. Oh, there were some Egyptian military men that were on the ground on September 10th in Utah on the day of Charlie Kirk's assassination. And we now need to demand that they publicly release details of who those individuals were and why they were there. This is huge. I'm hearing to see that Charlie was
See, we need to demand who those individuals were. No. None of your business. This blows my mind. And anybody even entertaining this is so out. It's just ridiculous. I can't believe it. She's gone down so many rabbit holes. I don't know if you guys know about this guy that saw this meeting, but wow. It is so batshit nuts.
Essentially putting together a small team to begin looking at money and ways to be more quote unquote efficient. It's looking like that's relevant, that
yes,
all of these tips that we are receiving from insiders is accurate. And what we're understanding is that there were a lot of contractors and people essentially who were taking money both ways, who were bringing in money and cutting deals. Said simply, the money was looking funny. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, if Halloween is your thing, then I definitively have a scary story for you. And it's scary because it's not fiction. Okay. This is real life. The assassination of my friend, Charlie Kirk. We are now, I believe, extremely close to solving this thing. I think after this episode, you are going to recognize that there is just irrefutable proof that there were, in fact, foreign actors involved. And of course, that implies that our government knows. Our government absolutely knows. We already felt that way. So let's jump right back into and I don't know how the executives over at Turning Point USA sleep at night. Okay. I don't know how you can present yourselves as a Christian organization and not be dedicating yourself to the truth. No matter what the cost is, you tell the truth. That's it. Okay. You don't hide it. You don't try to
I mean, to say that, I don't know how the people at Turning Point can sleep at night. How do you sleep at night?
You don't try to say, well, wait until the memorial event before we start looking into who murdered him. You tell the truth and you tell it immediately. And don't think they're capable of doing that. And I have an idea as to why that is. I think the same people that were pressuring Charlie are pressuring them. In fact, I know that for a fact. So they might need my help. Okay. I'm going to state this, and I'm going to challenge Turning Point USA executives to issue a very clean statement saying that I am lying if this is not true. You guys, happy Friday. And I'm just going to jump right in and tell you that somehow all of my investigations are converging. Like literally all of them that we've done on this show. And I'm freaking out. I would have never thought in a million years that there would be something which connected the Chaos book, which I got obsessed with and was like, it's required reading for this podcast, connected to the Brigitte Macron case. I'm going to tell you about that. Connected to Ye, me telling you all about what happened behind the scenes when he was effectively kicked out of Hollywood. And the reason why I refuse to publicly condemn him, despite insistence from the brood of vipers. I don't know how it's possible, but Charlie Kirk's assassination is pulling in all of these elements. And we need to speak a lot more about the Calvary Chapel and also Britney Spears. Britney Spears today.
See, listen to all that. Oh my God. There's also the whole thing that the French Foreign Legion, she had good intel that they were had put, what did she say, $1 million on her. They were trying to kill her, but now I guess they're not. It is cuckoo. It is absolutely. This is why anybody who is actually entertaining this and not saying, look, this is not a good look to attack his company and his wife. I mean,
where to begin? Well, in the final days leading up to Charlie Kirk's assassination, Charlie was pretty busy, right? He went on a first-time trip to Asia, quite a quick trip, at least a quick turnaround to go first to Korea for a couple of days and then off to Japan. And honestly, if I was a conspiracy theorist, and I kind of am one, I might think at this stage that the timing of that trip might have been intentional because something was going on back home that they didn't want him to see. Well, what I'm about to tell you guys today is going to positively blow your mind. I just cannot see how this would lead to anything other than a full confession from the government about the military's involvement in his assassination, needing kind of a situation for her to be in, obviously having lost her.
Right. That day she was convinced that they would have to confess. They would have to confess. This is all over that crazy guy. I'll play him. You guys, oh my.
Husband, becoming the CEO and the chairman of a company. It's just a lot of transition, and it's nice to wait for more information before you prejudge or just make an assumption about somebody and it maybe is not based in reality. Well, we are getting a lot more of Erica Kirk this week. I'll tell you that because she has been doing the rounds in the media really over the last.
And what's really sad, Charlie just had a book come out. He already had appearances scheduled to promote his book. That's something that you actually have to do. When somebody publishes your book, you have contracts that you have to uphold, right? And so she was out doing media for his book that he was obligated to do. You're supposed to promote your book. Listen to how she talks about her doing this. Hello, Tremy. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry. Isn't that crazy? She's like literally attacking her for that.
Last couple of weeks, and she just gave an interview live with Harris Faulkner on Fox News where she finally addressed the quote unquote conspiracy theories. And I have to say this because it's true. but it completely missed the mark for me. I am sorry, it just has. But the good news is that she is now unmurkying the water in terms of her intentions with this massive political organization. That's good news, truly, because we knew Charlie and now we are getting an opportunity to know Erica. Well, I just want to start by saying that it's pretty obvious that Ben Shapiro is terrified. We can all see that now that Charlie Kirk is dead. He seems to be taking multiple stages and demanding an allegiance to Erica Kirk. In fact, it almost seems like he's demanding that nobody inquire further about Erica Kirk. It's odd because Ben had no allegiance to Charlie Kirk when he was alive. So what is it about Charlie's widow in particular that is inspiring his very public nervous breakdown? Personally,
Now, I agree, Babs. When you hear the amount of people, and this is what's really scary to me, the amount of people that are actually listening to her, that are engaging with this, it's terrible. That's why I can't believe that people won't call her out. Yes, Froz, I do believe she does. For a while, I actually believed that too, that I thought it was like she maybe had some kind of affection for Charlie Kirk. That's kind of what I thought. Now I truly believe she's trying to take down Turning Point. I believe that. And I think the only way to explain Tucker and Megyn's support of this, because they're not stupid, is that they want to take it down too. That is my take. They're all trying to take down Turning Point. Because I can't believe that you would do this kind of shit.
I think he knows something about her. That is what I am sensing, that he knows something about Erica Kirk. And every time he speaks, I grow more certain that Israel might be involved with 910. So it's coming at Turning Point USA and all these allegations. I was like, no, chill, just give him some time. Everybody grieves differently. Just give him some time. It's just different.
Yeah, she was telling everybody. Are you serious? That's what she started out when she came back after the New Year. This was this right here. She was telling everybody, just relax. Don't go after Turning Point. Like she hadn't been. I think she is crazy too.
Different. But now I quit, okay? Hands down, I am letting the internet go. I am done, okay?
Isn't that insane? I can't believe she says she was telling people not to go after them. She literally is, she has people literally going after them. And this is just really scary to me because it was already scary enough to worry about Turning Point after he was killed. He was so effective and it was huge, such a huge loss in so many ways. But this is just making it worse. And literally they're just trying to dodge nonsense from her because she's really crazy on X. Like she really gets nuts over there. And a lot of people have said that she does definitely appear to be very triggered over there somehow. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like I don't. It's so weird to me that somebody could just be so nasty. Where is? Oh, hold on. Oh, I had myself muted. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think she has lost her mind. And I think that Megyn Kelly has too. I do. I think Megyn Kelly has. That is like literally a tiny, I'm telling you, it's outrageous. And this thing with the military guy, I don't know. Hey,
Ratcheting
sis.
up between Erica and Candace last week. Many people had been asking me, why aren't you saying anything? Obviously, I love Erica Kirk. I do. I love her. And I feel, as I said on
Really?
the tour, protective of her because she's in an extremely vulnerable state right now. Yes, she's taken on the CEO position of Turning Point. And, you know, it's a fair question to ask whether that's a job she can do right now while she's at the height of her grieving. I take no position on that. I think she's doing fine. But I also think it's fair. You can ask that.
I agree. I agree with Megyn. I do. But again, she thinks that Candace has a right to question how Erica is doing as a CEO. Actually, she doesn't. If she's not a donor, I mean, nobody could possibly be doing Turning Point any more harm than Candace Owens. So really, I don't think that's a fair point. I don't think it's fair at all. And I don't think that you love her either.
So I don't like to see her get attacked at all. And I wish that would stop. And to be honest, I wish Candace wouldn't be pursuing the Turning Point narrative at all. Never mind Erica. Though again, she hasn't graduated to blaming Erica for Charlie's murder. She
has insinuated it way too strongly. Sorry. No, she actually has. And Megyn came out and called Ben Shapiro a liar for that. And he wasn't lying.
He's criticizing her and the media tour. And that is fair game. That piece of it is fair game.
No, it's not.
So in any event, Candace knows I disagree with her on this. Petty internet people want to turn that into a cat fight between Candace and yours truly, which will fail. She and I actually have only gotten closer over the past couple of months as people try to make me attack her. So fuck off, okay?
Yeah, well, I'll go ahead and fuck off. I will, no problem. I've blocked Megyn every way I can. That's what I think too, Mama Al. I do. I can't believe. And again, this is a thing. So true about Megyn Kelly. She's wishy-washy. She's all over the place. I know. And I don't care for Tucker at all. I don't. He irritates me. I don't care for him. But neither one of them are stupid people. So something is not right here. Oh, I missed you too, Jonathan.
I have no obligation to you to hate the people you hate or try to bring down the people you want brought down. I'm sorry, but if that's what you want from me, you do need to move on. It's not going to happen.
Of the assassination, first of all, I knew him well. He was right at my house right before he was killed. So I feel emotional about it still.
Who was Charlie Kirk?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I love his wife.
Wait, what? Jay Witt quit? No way. Oh my gosh. Wow. That bums me out. So I haven't watched her today. She is crazy. Oh my God. See, what I can't stand here. Listen to him, how much he cares about Erica.
And know his wife well. And so I feel emotional about it. So, I just haven't wanted everything to do with it. But I will say a couple of things. I don't understand the official story at all.
Of his assassination?
I don't.
You know what? Again, this is something they don't understand. When somebody is charged, when they have an indictment, they give enough information to get the indictment. Nobody gives you all of the information, not in any case. And that is a normal thing to be happening. But for Tucker and Candace and these people to act like anybody owes them any answers at all is so bullcrap. And the fact that anybody even does it, it drives me crazy. Not your business, Candace. Oh my gosh. Wow. No, Tucker's not my thing at all. I can't even stand his little giggle, the condescending. I can't handle it. I can't handle him. And whenever he said that Michael Vick needed death penalty, I'm like, okay, well, that is just absolutely stupid. He irritates.
I don't understand it, and I want to make sure that there is a truly rigorous and honest federal investigation of it, and I'm definitely concerned about that. A, B, I think that I don't know many of the details, but I know that recently Candace said that Egyptian registered aircraft were following Erica Kirk Charlie's widow around for a number of years in different places in the world. That's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. And I just want to say that is factually true.
It's not factually true. See, listen, he says that like it is true, and it's not. That's so aggravating to me. Yeah, I don't like to give reviews either. I always watch it was on somebody else's channel too. Yeah. Yeah, and every time you comment anything, every time you disagree with her, they start calling you Mossad and all this nonsense. It's so stupid. Right. Absolutely, you can speak your mind. I just can't believe he actually says that's factually true. It's 100% not true. And he has to know this.
That's true. So that's like the one data point that I happen to know is true. What does that mean? I have literally no idea. I can't even guess, but that's very, very strange.
And what is Egyptian? It could mean aircraft from Egypt. Who knows?
I think that they were registered in Egypt.
Got it.
And but that fact is true. So enough. And
Theo Vaughn is so innocent to the almost funny. No, he would not like this. Now, every bit of this stuff has been debunked. The thing is, she says that she proved it by showing a what do you call it? Oh my gosh. By putting together a spreadsheet that she made up herself. You could put anything you want in there. No, people are going around finding all of this stuff that is not true. And actually, I think it was Allie Beth Stuckey or Liz Wheeler. I can't remember. Either Liz Wheeler or Allie Beth Stuckey. Went through all of it. It's not true. She doesn't show any proof of anything. She actually says that she does. And so people just think that she did. But she didn't. She doesn't. And she goes off on all these things. So the thing is with this guy that supposedly saw this meeting with all these high-ranking people, she will keep saying, well, she proved he was there. Right. Okay. Just because somebody was there doesn't mean they saw all this. He did not wander into that meeting. That didn't happen. Everybody knows better than that. That's stupid. And she actually has Erica trying to provide an alibi to her. That is fucking bullshit. Nobody needs to provide her an alibi for shit. And this guy is a complete wacko. He was in, I'm telling you, he was in the protective, what do you call it? The witness protection program. He wasn't. I mean, all kinds of nonsense. Yeah, Crowder has too. Oh, yeah, he has too. Yeah, it has totally been debunked. Oh, she was going to put a new one out last week. Yeah, and a lot of times she'll say she's going to put something out, and then you never hear another word about it. That's the thing. She really does talk a good game. She makes everything sound. Yep, Paramount Tactical has put out a lot of debunking. Yep. And her crazy people go after all these other people. I don't think it was about a UFO. Tucker is a liar. He is caught lying so much.
And it also, her claim that, there were kind of a disproportionately large number of foreign registered cell phones at the event. That's also true. So what does that add up to? I don't know, but it means that, the FBI has a moral and legal obligation to look in every direction and to be open-minded as you would in any.
See, and how does he know that they're not? That's the whole thing. They don't know what they're doing. Nobody is coming and explaining anything to them. What I think she's trying to do, I think she's trying to ruin Turning Point. And I think that Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson must be also. Because there's no reason that you would go for this complete lunacy. It's just really, really sad. Can you imagine? I mean, to go after his wife and with just this craziness. I feel so bad about whatever she did today. I think the goal is to take down Turning Point. Turning Point was very effective. This is what you have to think about is how many years ago, the thing is, so the Marxists, the communists, they have a very long game that they have worked on for a long time. And they started with welfare and academia. So when, Charlie is a very young kid, realized that is where we needed conservative voices in the universities. And that is where that was his whole goal. And he was very effective at it because he went and he actually just talked to them. He would have debates with them. Ask me anything, right? And it was very effective. And there are people who, look they did everything they possibly could to Trump, literally. Like everything. They shot him, right? So now Charlie was way too instrumental, and Turning Point is very effective. Charlie was very involved in a lot of things. He was very much involved with RFK and Trump, coming together. A lot of Charlie was very much, he was more involved than people even realize. Yes, 100%. Yeah. Trump. And not only that, the thing is, the Democrats have really, really, they're going to have a hard time, because without voter fraud and all this other crap, they really aren't going to win. But see, right now, Turning Point is not working on midterms. They're working on trying to shut up Candace. She is trying to type. Yep. Oh my God. Are you kidding? Wow. Mama out. Oh my word. See, yeah, she has all these kooky ass people. And let me tell you, you know what? Even whenever when Alex Jones was going after her, he said that her people attacked him, and they even said they don't care if she's lying. And that's just it. They don't. Right. That's my thinking. I think, because if you notice, so was Tim Pool, Tim Pool went after her, and because he was just very frustrated at how she's acting and how people are, he was one of the only people coming out and saying anything about her. So she went after him, and he said that he had mentioned, that he really hated this divide that she was causing with midterms coming up. And she came right on immediately and was like, I don't give a crap about midterms. I don't care about that. And she doesn't. If you guys knew her history, there's so much more to this woman. I'm telling you, her history, first of all, she's never left a company that on good terms, ever. And she's gone back and forth from liberal to conservative, whatever works for her. She's done some of the wildest stuff, you guys. But I don't think she has true convictions for conservative or liberal. It's just whatever works for her. She sued her high school, and there's this whole thing about a apartment she lived in. She didn't pay rent for a long time, and she tried to sue them because there was mold and it caused her to have yeast infection. I don't know. It's a lot of crazy, weird shit. Like, she's just done a lot of stuff. And like I said, I think there's something, there's something to the fact that when you leave a job, I leave a job and I'm still friends with those people forever. Like, that's really, she can't leave on even decent terms. That's right. That is what she cares about. I believe she has always been a liberal myself. I do. I believe that too. Yep. Oh, she loves the way she talks about Ye is actually really uncomfortable. I mean, her husband might really want to think a little bit about that, because it seriously makes me uncomfortable the way she talks about him. I feel like it probably makes Ye uncomfortable. Actually, it should make everybody uncomfortable. Yeah, I believe that too. I think that she 100% has been a liberal. I believe that. Yeah. Oh, this is how she is with, same with Andrew Tate. She loves to get herself in the middle of all this crap. And, I thought actually some of the, the Macron stuff was kind of funny. I laugh at some of that stuff, Mr. Macron. The woman does seem to be a little bit masculine. And there does seem to have been some kind of, she was much older than him. She was his teacher, all kinds of things like that. But again, to go so crazy with it and to double down over and over about this woman having a penis, she doesn't only say that this woman was born a man. She somehow got it to where it's also incestuous. I think she says that Mrs. Macron is Mr. Macron's dad too. Like, no, I don't know if she's saying it was the brother but I think she does say there was some incest. But it's just it's not so. She didn't prove anything there either. She doesn't ever prove anything. She says that she does, and she always tells you all this stuff. She sounds really good. She doesn't prove anything. Her husband is American. I think it is. Yep. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's been allegations made by people that her husband had, sexually harassed people. I can't remember the guy's name that made a claim. I think he worked for, I can't remember now, but somebody has made claims that her husband, and they knew each other for like not even 3 weeks or something, and they had only met twice. Most of their relationship was over the phone before they got married. Black said, oh, okay, I kept wanting to say Breitbart, but I knew that was wrong. Yeah, see? 17. Yeah, they didn't know each other that long. So there is some very weird shit with this woman. There really is. Even I was seeing that Laura Loomer said that her and Candace were friends. And she said they were the kind of friends that, like, she took her and dropped her off to get her wisdom teeth pulled and picked her up and stuff. Like, they were really good friends. She said once Candace got what she wanted from her, then she wasn't her friend anymore. So, yeah. Yeah, he apparently has a lot of money. I don't know all that. But she's being sued for insisting on this whole Macron penis thing. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, now I did hear somebody say recently that her husband's father called her out. I don't know. I just heard someone talking about it. I didn't hear that actually happen. I do want to look into that though, because I'm very curious about that. If that really did happen. They are some kind of part of some kind of monarchy or something in Britain. And apparently they have a lot of money, but with her mouth, it's going to take a lot of money. What I'm afraid about, I am really afraid that this is literally all about midterm elections. I'm very nervous that it's all about taking down Turning Point. Oh, really? Oh, wow. That's going to be, oh, good. Yeah, maybe, maybe the Macrons will make her shut up. I don't think anything will, though. I don't. I think she wants to ruin Turning Point, and she's not going to stop. And I don't know if people are getting paid for this. Obviously, I don't have any idea. I don't have proof of anything, and I'm not going to act like I do. But I do believe that that is the actual goal here. And it makes me really sad. And it scares me. It really does, because it's very typical in the midterms, you know, after a general election, if you have, you know, if who wins, whoever is president, if they have the House and the Senate, almost always they will lose that in midterms. Almost always. I think Mr. Snotty just told me only 3 times has that not happened. So it's really hard. If we lose the midterms, they're going to impeach Trump. It's just going to be, nothing's going to be able to get done. And he's working at warp speed to try to undo all of this shit that has happened. I think so too. They won't be able to work at it. Oh, thank you, Mama Al. I appreciate that. Oh, you're at Disney. Oh my gosh. I was like, what about Disney? Oh my goodness. Yes, I hope you will come back. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm so nervous about midterms. That's my biggest thing right now with her. I know a lot of people have said, you know, who cares? Why are you talking about her? Well, I really want this to stop. I really want this to stop. And honestly, I really wish they would quit even, you know, entertaining any of it. You know, they do. They kind of are answering her questions. You know, Erica met with her. Erica went to Nashville and met with her. I would have said, screw off, bitch, and shut up. Leave my family alone. That's crazy. It's very crazy, and it has me very nervous. So I hope that something's going to stop her. Maybe it's the Macrons. I don't know. She is in Nashville. That's where she lives. Yep. She's got a big fight going with, you know, Ben Shapiro, but that's been going on for quite a while. I'm not a huge fan of Ben Shapiro. I don't have anything against him. I haven't really listened to him a lot, but I 100% love the way he went after her at AmFest. That I do love. And he's taken a lot of shit for it. A lot. And that's too bad, because he was 100% right about what he said, in my opinion. By the way, we did go to AmFest. We ended up going one day because it was 4 days, and we couldn't make it the first day. And then the second day, we went all day. We were there from early until the evening. And then I ended up getting sick, so we didn't go the rest of it. But I will say there was a lot going on. It was really cool. You know, in the big event room where they have the speakers, we were in there. We were in there for Todd Chrisley and Savannah Chrisley. And then, but there's so much going on outside of that room. There is so much going on. Like, they had a lot of people that were doing their live podcasts from there. we watched a little bit of the War Room, Steve Bannon's War Room, and Eric Bowling, a lot of people. What is that one girl? I can't remember her name. But we saw a lot of the people, they were doing their podcasts from there. They had probably like 5 of these like network things. Fox was there. And then they had a whole room of just all kinds, like a conference, right? A lot of different booths, a lot of stuff. So it was nice. Oh, you know who we saw on the street when we were there? Jim Bob Duggar. Yeah. Because we were waiting to cross the street, and I was like telling Mr. Snotty, I was like, I think that's Jim Bob Duggar. And whenever we passed, because he was coming across this way and we were going that way. When we passed each other on his badge thing, everybody had like a lanyard with the badge and stuff. It said James Robert. And I was like, oh my God, that is Jim Bob. That's funny. But we didn't get to go to any of the meet and greets because I didn't realize that is only for students. The meet and greets were in the student lounge. Only students could go in there. That kind of sucked because I was trying to go and meet Todd Chrisley, and that didn't happen. But I got a cup. So anyway, we were okay with it because really what we wanted to do was contribute. And so obviously we were able to do that by buying tickets and all that. So, but I think I really wish people would, you know, spread the word around as much as you can. I think she's trying to ruin this turning point, and it makes me so nervous, and it makes me super sad. It makes me so sad. And all that. Yep. All that. But I think she can. I think maybe she can, Sicilian. I do. I've been thinking that might happen. I keep hoping it will. It is sad, Jerry. It's so sad. I mean, I don't even know how she gets some of it out of her mouth. And apparently, if Jay Witt, you guys should listen to him. There's so many channels talking about what she's doing. And actually, I should put a list. There is this one guy. He makes me laugh so hard. I'm not kidding. When he talks about her, I'm not kidding. Everybody around me is like, what in the hell are you laughing at? He is just funny. And I can't think of any of these channels. I'm going to put them up on a community post. They're really good channels. And the one that Mama Al was talking about, he's really good. And I'm very sad that she said he quit tonight because she was that ugly. I don't know how you could be so ugly and act like it was your friend. Again, Tim Pool says that he actually has proof of her telling people before Charlie died that she hated him. And right after Tim Pool went after her, somebody went and shot at his studio. Can you believe that? Right after he went after her. And let me tell you, he ended up getting really pissed off at her. He actually called her a see you next Tuesday straight up. He was pissed. But yeah, we're going to talk about a lot more. Yeah, No, it was somebody shot at his and listen to this. So he came out and said that happened. So he apparently has like some kind of a compound, right, where his home's there, but he has another place where his studio is. And so one of her people went and called the police, video, they did it online. And the police said, no, there was no report made. Well, then somebody else called the right police department because this guy one of Candace's people called the wrong police department. And I think it's Cam Higby called the correct one, again, live. And they said, yes, there was a report. He wasn't lying about it. And she's trying to tell him that he needs to show proof, like with his cameras, his security cameras. But again, nobody has to show her proof of shit. So crazy. But not only that, like he said, I'm not going to show that. That's just going to show people where my cameras are at, show people my property, everything. I mean, no. It blows my mind that she actually thinks everybody owes her answers. I'm honestly, she just infuriates me with that. Like, how about no? She's like, oh, you would think that, FBI would give me a call. Why the hell would they give you a call? For your harebrained nonsense? No. I know. Isn't that wild? It's so crazy to me that she even has this idea that people should tell her shit. And some people are. And some people are telling her a bunch of nonsense. And she believes what she wants to believe because she has an idea. And this is the whole thing. She has an idea about what happened. And so she just tries to collect up whatever shit she can to to justify her idea. That's not how that works. Right. Why doesn't she be a mom for a minute? Seriously. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And I never watch her on, I only watch channels that show clips and stuff of hers, and some people show all of it. I don't watch her on YouTube, but I guess she goes live a lot on Instagram and sometimes even X. I don't know. Right. Yeah, I can't believe she is either. I can't. I honestly used to like her a lot. It's weird because now I literally despise her. I do. Really, I didn't watch her today, and I heard that it was really bad. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Right. I liked Megyn. You're right though about her. Yeah, I don't watch her. I am curious. I'm gonna watch Jay Witt and see what happened over there. It was weird. They are weird a lot. That guy that she has on there is something else. Oh my God, really? That's why. Oh my God, I want to see that then. Yeah, somebody came in earlier and said that. Josh, yeah, it must have been really bad. Yeah. Jay Witt's really seems like a very nice guy. I know a lot of people have stopped talking about it. I just want it to stop because, and these people harassing other people, and let Turning Point get to work for the midterms. Let them do what they're doing. They've already gone through a lot with losing Charlie. Besides, he was so huge. He was so, again, I worry about them without him no matter what. But they're just she's causing all this trouble. And they actually are answering to some of it. I think I would file some kind of law. I would, if it were me, file something legally, make her shut up. But okay, I am going to be back tomorrow night because there is so much going on. Tomorrow night, I want to talk about Venezuela and now we have this other situation with the shooting with ICE, and there's so much going on right now that it's just crazy. So I am going to be back tomorrow night, and I will put something out. And I will put a community post to some of these channels, you guys, that are seriously really, really good. Yeah, there's a lot more to that stuff than I don't hear people talking about. I think a lot of people don't get what's happening with Venezuela. There's a lot more to that. I think probably six. Yes, thank you for everybody that was here tonight. I appreciate you. It's really good to be back. And everybody, please pray for Turning Point and for Erica, and they need it. And for our country. You like that? Oh, good. Good. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Love you guys. And yes, Happy New Year.